Isn't it strange here that I've been involved in politics about 12 years now, and I've sat on 2 different councils as a councillor, and I've never in my time as being a councillor or a member of Parliament known the mainstream media report on local councils as much as I have done since May this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. And again, just to be clear, more than happy for reform politicians to be scrutinised. I think that's all correct and proper. The idea that there aren't disagreements inside any group of human beings, let alone elected officials within the same party, is obviously for the birds. But I will answer the question directly about, how do we generate cohesion amongst a future parliamentary class that is hopefully 350 to 400 reform MPs? Well, we called the previous manifesto, as it were, for the general election a contract with the people. And, one of the things that I think makes the reform project unique, and I think gives it a unique opportunity for success, not just to win the next general election, but to actually turn the country around, is hopefully we will go from 5 MPs as we speak today to, as I said, potentially 400 MPs in one fell swoop. It's never happened before. Nothing close has happened before. But what that means is, after that day, should the British public choose to deliver that result, you now have a group of people who, at least it is really possible, they will be unified. And we're going to be very clear about what our manifesto is. We will ask and ensure that every single candidate, so they'll be selected, without doubt, based on believing in the values and the principles that that manifesto represents, and what Nigel represents as our leader. But also, they will be shown the manifesto and basically told, look, if you want to stand for us, we are quite reasonably asking you to ensure that the democratic mandate delivered by the British people, if that's what they deliver, is upheld, and you have a moral obligation to do that. That's very different to the Tories, for example, who had one of the biggest issues that they had, and why they're headed now for extinction, no matter who the leader was or is because it's basically at least 2 parliamentary parties in one, maybe even 3, probably 3. And so the only way, which is why that was never a soluble problem.